Welcome to Haunting Harbor TV, where we dive into the darkest corners of the human experience. Join us as we explore chilling tales of the unexplained, true-life horror stories that will send shivers down your spine. Prepare to be captivated by the mysteries that lurk within the harbor of our collective fears. Subscribe now and embark on a journey into the unknown with us. Hey guys, I gotta share this with you, 'cause it's been eating me up inside, and I just can't shake it off. It's about this weird thing that happened to me a couple of weeks ago, and I still get chills just thinking about it. So it was just a regular night, you know? I was chilling in my room, watching some YouTube videos, when suddenly my phone buzzes. I didn't recognize the number, but I thought, hey, it might be important. So I picked up. "Hello," I said, my voice kind of shaky, 'cause who calls at that time, right? There was this weird static on the line, like someone was trying to talk but couldn't quite get through. Then, this deep, raspy voice comes through, and it sends shivers down my spine. "Jack," it said, and I froze, 'cause how the heck did they know my name? "Jack, I need your help. They're coming for me." I was like, "Who's coming for you? Who is this?" But there was no answer, just more static. And then I heard something that sounded like footsteps, but they were faint, like they were far away. I was getting freaked out, man. I didn't know what to do. But then the voice spoke again, urgent this time. "Jack, please, you gotta help me. They're almost here." I didn't know what to do, but I couldn't just hang up. So I stayed on the line, trying to make out anything in the static. And then, suddenly, I heard a scream. It was this blood-curdling scream, like someone was in agony, and my heart stopped. I was like, "What's happening? Are you okay?" But there was no response, just silence. And then the line went dead. I sat there for a moment, trying to process what just happened. Was it some kind of prank? A wrong number? But it didn't feel like that. It felt real, you know? I couldn't sleep after that. Every little sound made me jump, and I kept replaying the call in my head, trying to make sense of it. But I couldn't shake off the feeling that something terrible had happened. The next morning, I tried calling the number back, but it was disconnected. I even tried searching online, but I couldn't find anything. It was like the whole thing never happened. But then, a few days later, I saw it on the news. A man had been murdered brutally in his own home, and when they showed his picture, it was the same guy from the phone call. I couldn't believe it. It was like something out of a horror movie, and I couldn't shake off the feeling that somehow that phone call was connected to what happened to him. I don't know. Maybe it's just a coincidence, but part of me can't help but wonder, what if I had been able to do something? What if I had been able to help him? I guess I'll never know. But one thing's for sure, that phone call will haunt me for the rest of my life. And I'll never forget the chilling feeling of hearing someone's final moments right before they met their end. I gotta tell you, ever since that night, things just haven't been the same for me. I mean, how could they be? Knowing that I was possibly the last person to hear that guy's voice before he met his fate, it's like a weight on my chest that just won't lift. I keep replaying the call in my head, trying to pick up on any clue that could have helped save him. But it's useless. All I hear is that same eerie voice, pleading for help, and then silence. It's like a nightmare on repeat, haunting me every time I close my eyes. And then there's the guilt. God, the guilt eats away at me every single day. What if I had stayed on the line longer? What if I had called the police right away? Would it have made a difference? Would he still be alive? But deep down, I know the truth. There was nothing I could have done. It was already too late by the time he called me. And yet, the what-ifs still plague me, tormenting me with their unanswered questions. I've tried talking to friends about it, hoping they could offer some kind of solace or reassurance, but they just brush it off like it's nothing, like I'm overreacting or making it up. They don't understand. How could they? Sometimes, I catch myself staring at my phone, almost willing it to ring again. Part of me wants another chance to help someone in need, to make things right. But another part of me dreads the thought of another call like that, another brush with death. I wish I could forget about it, just move on with my life like nothing ever happened. But I can't. It's like this dark cloud hanging over me, casting a shadow on everything I do. So, here I am, pouring my heart out to you guys, hoping that maybe, just maybe, sharing my story will help ease some of this burden I've been carrying. And who knows, maybe someone out there has been through something similar and can offer some insight or advice. But until then, I'll just keep living with this unsettling feeling, this lingering sense of dread that refuses to leave me alone. Because when you've heard someone's final plea for help, when you've been the last person they reached out to before their life was taken away, well, let's just say it changes you forever. As we conclude our journey through the shadows of Haunting Harbor TV, remember that the mysteries of the night are never far away. Join us again for more spine-tingling tales, and don't forget to subscribe to stay updated on all things eerie. Until next time, may your dreams be free from the echoes of the unknown. Good night, and sleep well, if you can.